Hi everyone, this is Bug-Ass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Black Bolt figure. So before we take a look at Black Bolt, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with the right leg of the Okoye Build-A-Figure. This is all that I have so far. This was the figure that I wanted to get first because I've been really excited for Black Bolt. Looking pretty good. And then he comes with an alternate head, which I will show off in just a minute. And we'll go ahead and show this head sculpt off. That's the only accessories that he comes with. It's kind of really all that he needs. So now on to the review itself. So for the head sculpt, I think it looks pretty good. I think it's basically what we all expected, because this is just a re-release of the Thanos Imperative Black Bolt. That one was actually black, and this one is blue, which this blue color is more accurate in the comics. The color does change depending on who's coloring the comic or what era it is, but I mostly know Black Bolt is this really dark blue color, his suit. That looks pretty good. Now, taking the head off is really difficult, because just turning it makes a noise. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's even harder getting the head on. It's just a really tight fit. You could probably Dremel the hole out just a little bit, but I'd be afraid to do it. I'm also afraid to break this. Now, this is my big issue with the... there. And see, then you bend this, which I really don't like. But this is my favorite head sculpt for Black Bolt. The screaming head with the energy effect. This really looks like the Jack Kirby energy effect. So, I really love that. Hasbro did an awesome job sculpting that. Is it sculpted? I think it's just casting that. It's that translucent blue plastic. And you can see that if you hold it up to the light, it looks like it's glowing almost, which is a really nice touch. And on this one, his eyes are whited out, and his mouth is blue. He kind of looks like he just ate something blue raspberry, like a baby bottle pop or something. If I eat those, then my tongue turns blue just like that. So he's either really angry and about to unleash a seismic blast from his voice, or he just ate something that's blue raspberry flavored. So now the two head sculpts, next to each other. I do like this one better. I just like that because of that angry expression. This one looks good too. This is just his normal expression. I do like this one better though. So the details on this costume, it's pretty basic. The silver came out nice and clean. There were two of these, so I had to pick the one that had the best paint apps. You can see that there's just a little bit of silver missing right there. But the other one that my GameStop had was worse than this. Like, the silver was all over it, and the blue was cutting through the silver, which really bothered me. And here are his wings. Now, this is my big issue with the figure, is these wings. Because they look just fine like that, but you put his arms down, and they stick out like that. And that just looks so weird. And that's the way the Thanos Imperative Black Bolt was. Which I'm really glad we're getting another release of this figure, because the first one was the last figure I needed from Nemesis to get Black Bolt. That was, I think it used the body mold that Claw from the Terrax series used. There was that one, which was really hard to get. Then there was the one in the Thanos Imperative set, which was even harder to get. So I'm glad that Hasbro gave us this normal version that's a wide release. That makes it easier for us collectors to get. Or collectors like me that really can't get the exclusives. But the thing that I liked about the Black Bolt from the Nemesis series was he had sort of like these, I'm not really sure what you call it, kind of like fabric-y wings. Now, I'm not sure what kind of material it was, but they were like Banshee's material. If you have the Marvel Legends Banshee figure, it was the same material as the wings under his arms, or whatever it's called. I think that Hasbro should have done that, just because this does get irritating. You know, try to pose the figure normally, like that, and then they're just out like that. Because if you stand him up just like this, that kind of looks stupid. honestly. The wings should be tucked under his arm. That's why I think it would have been a better route just using some sort of fabric. I don't know what kind you could have honestly used for this. I'm sure someone's already done this to this figure, but I don't know. I think that would have made the figure a little better in my opinion. But there's his gloves. The silver came out clean on his gloves too. That was another reason I picked this one up, because the other one had the silver chipping away, because the silver's just painted over the blue. Like you can see that on his left, the left glove right here, the line is kind of droops down right here, and then it's kind of wobbly right there, which doesn't really bother me, but it's one of those things you do have to kind of look to make sure which one you're getting. So the rest is basically just what you come to expect from the Bucky cap mold. It's the mold that Deadpool Back in Black and just about every other Marvel legend has used on this small male body mold. So now let's go over the articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head that can look back all the way, can look down all the way. He can move side to side. Now this one does have better articulation. Let me take it off here and put the normal head back on. This is the one that is really tough to put back on. There. See, and I bent the, whatever this is on his head. The tuning fork. Now, you can't really move his head side to side, because if you do, you get that noise like it's rubbing and not wanting to move. I'm putting a lot of pressure on it to move it this way. You can see that I'm putting a lot of pressure on it. So, that is the drawback of this figure, is this head. Like I said, you could just Dremel it out if you're better at it than I am. He's got ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. He's got a swivel at the bicep, which can get him into this position. He's got double-jointed elbows, which really can't move that far because of the glove right there. It does cut into the double-jointedness. It actually cuts into the bicep, that's what it is. So you really can't move it more than that. He's got a swivel at the wrist that can move back and forth and side to side. He's got an ab crunch that can move back that far. Thought it could move back further. Guess it can. He can crunch forward that far. He's got a swivel at the waist. It does make that noise, which is really weird. Kind of feels like sticky too, like it doesn't want to move, just like Black Bolt's head. He's got ball-jointed hips that can just about do split. He can kick forward all the way and back just a little bit. He's got a swivel at the thigh, double-jointed knee, swivel at the shin, swivel at the ankle, and an ankle rocker. So overall, this toy is really good. I was definitely excited about it because I finally got a Black Bolt figure in my collection. And hopefully we get more Inhumans. Now that we have Medusa, I'm hoping we'll get like Triton, Gorgon, Lockjaw, maybe a Lockjaw Build-A-Figure centered around the Inhumans. That'd be really awesome. So now for some size comparisons. Move the camera down just a little bit. There. So here he is next to the Walgreens exclusive Medusa figure. She actually stands taller than Black Bolt, which I don't think is accurate. He should be taller than her. It might just be her hair making her taller, but I do think that she's shorter. Or maybe she's taller. Might have to look that up after a while. Here he is next to Black Panther. Now I'm going to go ahead and show him off with all of the Hasbro figures for the Illuminati. Now I'm hoping that we'll get a new Beast, because we're going to be getting a Mr. Fantastic soon. I think in March is the release date for Mr. Fantastic. And then we'll just need Beast to complete the Illuminati. And then I think one more figure will fit over here. There. So, actually, you can't see him at all. It's kind of like that. So there is Black Bolt with most of the members of the Illuminati. And they look pretty awesome together. Okay. So, overall, I would highly recommend this. It does have its issues, but that just may be mine. I'm not saying that's all of them. Like you heard with the waist. making that clicking noise in the normal head that's hard to fit on there. But just minor issues. So that's my review. And if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.